A. A starts sending the messages pretty much as soon as Arya gets back from Iceland, Reykjavik. But later on in the series, they also find out that A was traumatizing Allison as well. And they've already revealed who the A was for season 2, and I'm obviously going to tell you because it's been out for ages, it's all over the internet, and that was Mona, who's played by someone. She was also Jade in the Bratz movie. Can't remember her name. But yeah, I think season 2 with Mona, who she's now in a mental institution. She was, not anymore. Season 3 is out, and they know that, just came out. But she was in a mental institution, and she was like insane. Like she'd start singing, "Oh, go out in the woods today, you'll find a big surprise," and it was so creepy because it was the Halloween episode. Well, she was painting a doll. But on occasion, the show did get really creepy. There was a scene in season 2 where they went into his doll shop. I hate dolls. I have a clown doll. I'm not a fan of it. And dolls start falling, and then this cupboard opens, and there's an alley doll with an axe. And it was like talking. What was it saying? It was saying like, "You will become like me, you will become," it was like on a replay or something. It was like, "You will become like me," or something. And it was like, she's like bloody and it was gross. Not gross, but it was just creepy. And their faces like, like scream and whatever. But I love the drama on that show, and you've got all the romance and the sexy hot. They have like the best sexy cast, I think. And you've got like Caleb Hannah's boyfriend, who's played by some guy, and I remember one, Keegan Allen, who plays Spencer's boyfriend, is Toby. And then you've got Maya, who's dead. And then you've got one who's not even there. I don't even know where she went. Emily's other girlfriend. And then there's Arya and Ezra, whose name I don't even know. I don't know the guys' names. And then there's Lewis. Lewis? Yeah. I'm just gonna stop. But I know the dad's name of Arya, which is Chad Lowe, because he was in a movie with Norman Reedus that I watched yesterday. I swear, like, Norman Reedus is my new favourite person. The series. That was my number 2 favourite, and now this actually brings me to my number 1 favourite, because it's kind of related with Norman Reedus and Chad Lowe. Related to Norman Reedus. What does Norman Reedus do now? Oh, that's really hard to guess. My number 1 favourite show ever now, just scrapes in, jeez, is The Walking Dead. I am obsessed with it. I mean, my zombie video, I hate zombies. I hate them. But I can't get enough of it. Like, when you hate something you have nightmares about, but you, like, love it? I love it. It's insane, and it's weird, but I love it. It's even my new desktop screensaver picture with Laurie and Chandler. That's his real name. And you've got Norman Reedus, who is Daryl Dixon, my favorite character on the show. I love Daryl. And then there's like Carol and T-Dog and Beth and Herschel and Rick and Shane obviously isn't it. This is season 3 one, and Maggie and Glenn and the governor and Michonne and Andrea and her little zombie. I had to cover their zombie faces because I still don't like watching the zombies. But I moved all my icons to my right side instead of it being on my left side, just so I could see the better half of the screen. The better half is the side with Daryl on it. That's really creepy. I swear, like, Norman Reedus is like my new man crush or something, and he's like in his 40s. It's not that, no, when he was younger, he's like good looking, but now I just think he's awesome. Like, I can listen to him talk all day. I don't know. I'm embarrassing myself. But okay, Walking Dead's really easy to explain. Zombie apocalypse, people. Rick wakes up from his coma after being shot in the first episode, and everything and everyone are gone. He's going around and there's like signs saying don't enter, and like zombie hands creeping out, and he's like afraid. He's like, what the hell is happening? I've been shot, I've been in a coma for how many months, weeks or whatever. And then he goes outside and there's bodies. Now these are dead zombie bodies. And then soon after he becomes, you can see Bicycle Girl, who has a doll after her now. Ugh. Basically, Rick wakes up from a coma and is in a zombie apocalypse. But you never, ever, I don't think you're ever going to know this, unless they go on forever. I think season 4 actually would be the last, because directors and producers are leaving and stuff. So, yeah. But up until season 3 so far, up till the mid-season finale, we haven't known the reason for this zombie apocalyptic outbreak. What brought the disease? What brought them to be all infected? Who got infected first? What happened? I think there should be, after this, like a prequel to tell you what happened, because I doubt they will ever reveal this unless they meet another doctor. And I don't think they're going to. Herschel is a doctor, but he doesn't know. He doesn't work on the zombie people. He has no clue. The first person they met of the doctor, a doctor in a big building, had a problem or something, man. But he was telling them how they turned to a zombie, because he was doing research on that. But it doesn't say why. Like, why is this? Why are people turning into zombies when they die? Like, what the fudge cake? When they're bitten by a zombie, what's the point in this? Who became the first zombie? Like, I want to know this. I want to know. And there's been so many I've cried in this. There's been so many heartbreaking deaths of Carol's daughter, of some not so, Amy, like the one who died in episode 6, and then like, you know, other deaths like Jim and whatever, and now T-Dog is dead. God, and I wish the governor died. Oh man, how I wish the governor died. And then Laurie and Shane and her dying because she was pregnant, and I'm like, okay. The bad thing about zombie programs is you never know when you're going to get the kick. I don't think there's ever been a zombie TV show, so now we know. When on a zombie show, you never know when you're going to get the kick. My favourite character, of course, I just told you, is Daryl Dixon, Norman Reedus, and he is a badass. There's a scene where there's like a zombie just like stood up, and he's like, oh, shut up, because it was like moaning, you know, the groan, like they do. He's like, shut up, with the crossbow. He's freaking cool. And one of my favourite moments has to be when he was walking back and he's got the ears on and he's got blood everywhere, and Andrea thinks he's a zombie, and he was saying something about, are you going to put the guns down and don't shoot me or something, or go ahead and shoot me or whatever, and Andrea then like shoots him and skims his head. He's like, I was kidding. Oh, it was funny. And then the mid-season finale, God, and Daryl and Merle are back together. It's like, that's not how we imagine reuniting. What the hell, man? Like, what is this? I don't want to meet you in this place where I'm supposed to kill you or something, or we're going to die together, or whatever's going to happen. But I'm pretty sure he was alive for season 3, because the promo for season 3, after the mid-season, next episode 9, he's alive and running through the forest again. So he'll be fine, because they can't kick him off, because this is fan-based, people. We love Daryl. He ain't going away. He got a plushie doll named after him, buddy. He's not going anywhere. I also, one of my favourite characters has to be, I think now, how Chandler Riggs' character is stepping up. That's the little boy. I don't even know I don't even know what his name is, dude. What is this? Dude. I like how he's stepping up. because he knows this is the world it's going to be, and if I'm not exposed to this, I'm just going to be useless. So I think that's a really good. I don't really like Andrew Lincoln's character as Rick. He's annoying. He makes these stupid decisions, and I'm like, dude, you're going to go get yourself killed. But obviously you can't listen to me through the TV. And so his decision making bugs me. But then my other favourite character has to be Glenn, as Stephen Yeun. He's nice. He's so cute because he doesn't understand things. And when there's a scene where Daryl's like, because he's asking him, are you coming? As in, are you coming? Not the other word. Grossing myself out. And then Glenn gets confused. He's like, what? Because they're him and Maggie up in a tower, and obviously we know what they were doing on there because they were like getting dressed at the same time. And then he goes back and he's like, what? He's like so confused. And I'm like, that's not what he meant. He meant, are you gonna go with them? Man. But my favourite ever scene has to be Sophia, the barn scene. That was depressing. That was so sad. And then the Shane scene, I'm like, you freaking bastard. I mean, I hate Shane. I prefer Rick over Shane. And then them having to go through all this thing and people dying and Patricia gets chomped. Everyone gets chomped eventually, and it's Herschel's leg is, you know, down the middle, cut off. He's doing fine. I love it so much. God, it's really depressing me now. I want a Daryl toy. Like a little action figure, like I have of the Pop figure right there. Because that would be cool with a little crossbow. Brilliant. And I also want a Bicycle Girl because she's like the figment of of the best zombie, I think, aside from the girl with the weird eyes. But yeah, it's my favourite show. He's excited for I'm so excited. Like, I'm pumped, and I'm like, hurry up, let it be February 10th already. And then I'm like, oh, don't hurry up, I don't want to go back to school yet. So I'm pretty happy with that, man. There was another thing I want to tell you. There's a reason why I don't have a rug anymore. If you noticed that I had a rug before. But I was sleeping. No, I wasn't sleeping, but I was watching something on my iPod. And then I look at my arm. And I'm like, spider on me. And I'm like, shaking. It was like a little black thing about this big. It was like on my arm. And I'm like, and I'm getting itchy now. And my dad runs so fast into my room. And I'm like, you okay? He's like, there's a fire in your bed. Because I'm like, there's a spider in my bed. There's a spider in my bed. And my dad thinks I said, there's a fire in my bed. And I'm like, if there was a fire in my bed, I'd feel it, and you'd smell it. And also see smoke coming from underneath my door. You would smell the smoke, and you would see the flames. I'm not stupid. I mean, I wouldn't scream. I'd be like, yeah, I would scream. That's a stupid comment. So yeah, I like cleaned my whole room. You can't see. My bed is a mess. See? Because I need to like clean everything up and change my sheets before I want to move back into my bed. So I slept over there. Like I slept in the spare room. Because I was scared of, I hate spiders. I mean, that's like, zombies and spiders are like the same level of scariness. Like, zombies are scary when you're watching them. And then spiders is just generally scary. I think spiders I'm more scared of, actually. Because they're everywhere and they're dangerous. I mean, zombies don't exist. And spiders exist and they can kill you, man. Some spiders. Like, once, because Australia is like king of the spiders. I swear to God, and it's not funny. We have like the white one in Sydney. It's a pain in the butt, isn't it? I don't know. I don't live in Sydney. So I was paranoid for like the whole night, and I'm like, the whole night when I was in that room, and I'm like constantly rubbing my arms because I'm like, okay, I can't wear that top ever again now. The top that I was wearing was like a little pink jumper. I'm like, I put it in the wash, even though it wasn't dirty, because I couldn't wear it. Like, I could not wear it. So, yeah. That's my eventful evening for you, as well as my top 5 favourite TV shows. I wasn't good at selling them, was I? But I will put what the shows were in the comments below. So please like this video, comment, and share your I don't know, I'm about to say appreciation. That is not the word for it. Love. And please subscribe to my channel. I'm on 58. Come on, you've got to get me to 100 now. I'm almost at 60. 40, yeah, it's not going to happen. 40 more subscribers, it's not going to work for me. I just know it. But yeah, that would be amazing, guys. So thank you so much for your support. I feel loved. And I'm going to go and play some Far Cry. I'm going to see how good I'm going to compare my level of skill to my dad's at playing Far Cry, because he sucked. Like, he could not jump. He had to let go of the mouse and go fit with the keyboard. I'm like, what's the matter with you? It can't be that hard. So I'm going to see how this works. Yeah. Also, I just finished watching the whole game. I'm not going to get it. The gameplay of the Walking Dead episodes. The game. I cried again. I already saw the ending of what happened in episode 5, and then I bawled out my tears again. I don't like adventure games like point and click. It's not that fun. But the storyline is amazing. And I was just thinking that when Herschel cut his leg off in The Walking Dead, he did it straight away. Not he didn't do it, but Rick did. And then in the game, Lee didn't cut his leg off straight away. His arm off straight away. Who doesn't do that? Obviously, you got infected then because it was like spreading. You would have had to cut it off from here. Like here or something. Because it would have been going. And then they cut it off from like here. Here. I'm like, it would have been, it was here. So it would have already come, it was like here. It would already come up to like here by the time they cut it. You would have had to cut it like here. Dude, they suck. They're stupid people. No wonder he died. And I want to know what happened to Clementine. Yeah, so have a good day, guys. I'm totally normal. I'm going to go play some Far Cry. I always sound like I'm saying Far Cry 3 now. Bye. Why do I do that? And I'm like, looking over there.